I'd like to convene the regular meeting of the county, here at the county auditorium. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our veterans, and they will handle our invitation and our pledge tonight. Thank you.
Do we need everyone to stand?
Let us pray. Dear Lord, our Heavenly Father,
Keep
we
it.
give all things. We come humbly before you in this assembly of our people here in this county. We ask you to bless this meeting, Lord. Bless each individual that thought it not robbery to come here. We ask you to guide our minds, our thoughts, and our actions, Lord, that it be guided in a positive direction towards the agenda for this county. And Lord, just asking you to bless the county too, Lord. And Lord, just help us to guide our tongues, our thoughts, and our action. May it be in your pleasing in your sight, Lord. These things we pray in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Group attention, present arms. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order arms.
Thank y'all. All right, I need to get the agenda approved, but we have a walk-on amendment from the sheriff's office, and it will be under 4H as we move forward. But again, I need a approval of the agenda and a walk-on.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion we approve the agenda with the added walk-on item.
Mr. Chairman, second.
All in favor? Motion so carries. All right, we're going to move on into recognition and presentations, and as you can see, I was asked by two of my counterparts, they're not, these chairs are empty. One is in training, and the other one, I think is with his wife, like he was told to be, and that's a good thing, he needs to be there. So, but these two do send you their blessings, and thank you for being in attendance tonight. And just want to reach out for them, so you know that they're watching how y'all doing, and but they're doing the best they can, and that we still have a quorum, so we're good. All right. And if you look over to my right, you'll see that the chair has changed. We have a new face with us tonight. Since the last meeting, we have gone out and hired Mr. Alan Van as our county manager. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to you, sir, and you just kind of give an overview of who and what you are.
Yes, sir. I'll be glad to. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, board members. I appreciate this opportunity. First, I'd just like to say I'd like to thank all of the staff in this county for how welcoming they have been to me and supportive. It's truly a family atmosphere, and I'm very appreciative of that, and I would certainly like to keep that going and build on that momentum that we already have here. For those of you that don't know, I grew up in the Clement community originally, and went to Clement School. And at the time when I went to Clement Elementary School, it was a K-8 school. And then after that, I wound up going over to Midway High School. Excuse me, when I first started at Clement Elementary, it was a K-12, let me correct that. And then during the time I was there, it was changed to being a K-8 school. And of course, the high schoolers went over to Midway High. So that's what I wound up doing. I graduated from Midway High School in 1988. And so anyway, it's just a few years ago. After Midway, I attended college, first at Sampson Community College on a college transfer program. Worked my way from there to UNCW. At UNCW for my undergrad degree in business. And while there, I met my amazing wife. You notice I made sure to put that adjective in there. My amazing wife, Valerie, maiden name Creech, who is from the micro area in Johnston County. From there, I followed her to Johnston County, and we lived a great majority of our life there. I worked with Johnston County Schools as an administrator over various areas of operation, related to the schools at the district level, but nothing to do with education itself. It was all operational type stuff. I decided later in life, oh, and don't let me forget to say I have two wonderful, beautiful daughters, more adjectives there, Chloe and Logan Van. So I'd like to mention that. They're both grown now and living in the Charlotte area, about 30 minutes from each other. While I was at Johnston County Schools, I decided I wanted more out of my career. So I decided to go back to grad school later in life. I went to Meredith College and earned my MBA and graduated from there in 2016. And then rather quickly, I was able to take a promotion with Pender County Schools. So I moved over to Pender County Schools. We moved to the area. And then after that, shortly after I got to Pender County Schools, we had a school bond underway for new construction. And I built a relationship with the county manager there, and he became somewhat of a mentor to me. And during that process, in the conversations with him, I decided that I was very interested in local government, and I knew in order to get my foot in the door, so to speak, and learn more about local government, I would need to take a department head position within the county. I did so I moved from the school system over to Pender County government, and that was in 2018, February of 2018. And then fast forward to December of 2019, and I was promoted to assistant county manager, which I have carried that role ever since then until coming here. So again, I'm very excited about what we can achieve here together. I'm very excited to return home. I really am. I feel that I have a vested interest here. My parents and a lot of family, a lot of friends still live here. I'm very excited to reconnect with a lot of people and reestablish those relationships that maybe we haven't been able to see as much of each other over the years. I'm very excited about that, but I'm also very excited about Sampson County as a whole, and really doing all we can to achieve great things in this county. I really want to do that, and I know I can't do that by myself. I know it's going to take the whole team, all of us, and I know we can do that together, and I just really look forward to that. And so I thank you for this opportunity, board members. I appreciate so much that you've given me a chance to be back here in this capacity. It means a lot. So thank you.
Thank you. And as I think you'll find out that you'll be very welcomed here. And I do applaud the thing that you are from Sampson County and you're moving back home and you're going to be right here, born and bred and with us. And that's a big deal to me. I think that's what we've all talked about as a board. And we thank you.
Thank you.
It's going to be fun. All right. Oh, and I will touch on this one on you. Don't mention Johnson County if she thinks you say it wrong, you're just gone. You've done and gone on the bad side of his wife. So be easy on Johnson County for me. All right. Monarch Bioengineering. Terry Edwards, there you are. If you will come up, we're going to give you the floor, dear.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me here. I worked with your predecessor, Jeff, and that's how I ended up here. Just wanted to introduce myself. I'm also from the Carolinas, a small town, same year graduated, 1988. You can do the math. I'm also an NC State graduate, and I also went to North Carolina A&T as well, so I call myself bicollegiate. The company I work for is called Monarch Bioenergy, and we're working with several landowners and farmers, particularly our hog farmers, and we're creating anaerobic digesters all over the waste lagoons that they have, where we're capturing the methane gas that's normally produced, and then we're capturing it, conditioning it, and cleaning it, and we already have an existing agreement with whoever the local gas pipeline is, whether it's Transco or Piedmont, and we take that clean and purified gas and inject it into the gas pipeline. So our goal is to create clean energy by using what's already there on the farms. So we are building a lot of partnerships. Right now, we have about 17 farmers that we're working with, and my title is Community Liaison Officer. I'm also from the Carolinas. I'm an Onslow County girl, grew up in Swansboro, and know what it's like to grow up in a small town. Ours was tobacco. So I think it was a really good fit for me to be able to come back to the eastern part of the state. I'm 2 counties over in Wake County, so I know about Johnson County. So one of the things that I do is look for ways to invest and be good partners in the communities that we're building our projects in. And the investments that we like to make are in like education, health, parks and rec, workforce development. And sometimes it's the unique needs of the county, so I'm always looking at that. And Jeff was the first person I connected with because we just started building our project, and I think it's supposed to be completed towards the end of this year. With the weather, a lot of things have to do with the weather and permitting when you're doing construction. And so one of the places that we invested after Jeff and I talked about where there was a need was the public library systems, that there was a need for money there to try to keep the libraries open because it gives access to folks that don't have like internet or for resources for high school students. So we identified the Sampson Clinton Public Library location, so we made a grant of $7,500 to them. And then the other place that we've made an investment is in your parks and recreation. One of the things that's important, which we're finding in a lot of rural areas, that there are senior services that are needed. And the Parks and Rec covers that, as well as activity for students and younger group, for them to come together and have some health and recreation. So we've also decided to do a grant for $7,500 for that group as well. And so I'm here just to present kind of a cardboard check. The money's already been given, so it's not, it's already there. We just want to be a little bit more formal and just kind of let you know that we're here to support. And I'll be working closely, Alan, I hope you don't mind that I'll be circling back with you again next year. And as the county and as you commissioners think about some unique needs, this is one of these things that we're going to keep coming back to. It's not like a one-time thing, so we're always looking for ways that we could help out.
At this time, I would like to invite Dana Hall and Kelsey Edwards to come forward for the presentation.
So this is for the Sampson County Public Library.
If you want to, you can back up just a little bit. That'll be fine. You're good. Get the whole team, let's go.
And this is for the Sampson County Parks and Recreation. Thank you.
Thank you. And Ms. Edwards, it would be bad if we didn't recognize that this is something that y'all did not have to do. And I want to tell you that we do appreciate it here in Sampson County, that you're here and you're willing to work with our community and do the things that we really need to have done. And I do appreciate it as much, and I know this board does.
Well, it's my
Thank you.
pleasure and our company's pleasure, so thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Dana, you got anything else? Okay, yeah, oh, you stand up to the side. I was just making sure. At this time, I would like to invite Officer Rayner up, please. And anyone with the sheriff's department here that would like to come up, is welcome to come up also. Because I know y'all are better at telling the story than I am. But we do appreciate your service and what you've done for this county. And it's just a certificate of appreciation presented to Officer Rayner in recognition for your exceptional dedication to Sampson County and selfless actions in saving their life, demonstrating true heroism and compassion. July 14, 2025, Alabama County Sheriff.
Scott, you want to kind of share?
They had an issue
lady was able to get her age, stay with her, deal with the duration of it. I believe, what did she end up, she had a stroke at the location, so without his fast acting, there's no telling what would have happened, divine intervention or whatever it is put in there at the time, to be able to save her life, and that's what we try to do, and let everybody know we're not just here to put people in jail, we're here to help people. In any way that it takes, anything, we're there for you. And Officer Ranger is definitely a personification of that, and I thank him for everything he does every day.
Officer Rainer works in the courthouse. He's one of my favorites. And I'm not exactly sure what date I received the 2 letters, but I did receive 2 letters from 2 individuals from the insurance company or the agency or the business, where the lady was present and had her medical problem. And they both wrote real nice letters complimenting him. And certainly this is a well-deserved recognition, and I appreciate that. And Harold's a good officer. He's been with us since 2014. So 11 years. Thank goodness I didn't lose you here. That's a lot of time to put up with him. Well, I'm short.
I know, it's okay.
I'm like a little teddy bear.
I don't know about that. Anyway, I'm gonna say,
So you feel my pain?
yeah, I do.
But anyway, certainly, Officer Raymond deserves a great deal of thanks, for what he did and had to save the person's life. So, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank y'all for.
All right, thank you. Ms. Lee?
Good evening, everyone. I would just like to say this is not Mr. Rayner's first act of heroism in this county. He's been working in Sampson County for quite a while, and he's been doing his job as he did that day. And I just appreciate him for what he done that day to save a life, because it could have been me. And I just thank him, and it's not anything that we do to show our appreciation, but he showed it himself. And I just want to thank him, and he deserves the recognition that he's getting. Thank you.
Thank you. And I want everyone to understand that this is something that we're going to try to do, hopefully on a regular basis. If you have someone in the community that you want to have us to look at and look at these possibilities, we've set aside some funds to do this, and we do want to recognize our citizens and what they do. We got a lot of good people in Sampson County, and I want people to see them. So we thank y'all. All right, we're going to move on to the approval of the consent agenda as presented.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All those in favor? Consent agenda is so approved. At this time, I'll ask Jessie to please come up. Whew. And I'm going to open a public hearing while she's coming up for the naming of a road.
Good evening. The 911 addressing committee members have reviewed the road name suggestions for PVT 1658-207 and recommends that it be named Black Creek Trail. A public hearing has been advertised to allow members of the public to share comments regarding the naming of this private road.
Do we have any comment from the public? If not, I'm going to close the public hearing. And now I will entertain a motion to name the road as given.
I make a motion that we name the road that she just gave him the name to.
Okay, then I'm going to,
Like,
Black Creek Trail, okay?
Second.
All those in favor? Motion so carries. All right. Now, Deanna, at this time, for the current 4-year term of Jim Johnson as tax administrator expires in July of 2025. The general statutes does not recognize this term tax administrator, but continued counties use this title for positions that serve a dual role as tax advisor and tax collector. The general statutes 105-294 and 105-349 detail the appointment of the tax assessor and tax collector. And that will be Mr. Jim's position as we move forward. What's the board's? I need a motion to reappoint Jim Johnson as the assessor and tax collector.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion so carries. At this time, Jim, will you please come up? Stephanie, if you will, swear again. There you go.
I, James E. Johnson, do solemnly swear I will support and maintain the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina, not inconsistent therewith, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office as tax assessor of Sampson County, and that I will not allow my actions as assessor to be influenced by personal or political friendships or obligations, so help me God. I, James E. Johnson, do solemnly swear that I will support and maintain the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina, not inconsistent therewith, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office as tax collector of Sampson County, and that I will not allow my action as tax collector to be influenced by personal or political hardships or obligations, so help me God.
Thank you. Congratulations, Jim. Appreciate your service and what all you've done.
Well, I just want to thank the board. I've been tax office 19 and a half years now, and fortunate enough to serve as tax administrator for 14. County's been good to me, and I look forward to moving forward and working with the board and Mr. Van there and getting things done for citizens of Sampson County.
I appreciate you. You're up. Move on, sir.
Okay, General Statute 105-373 requires us after July the 1st and before being charged with collection of taxes for the current fiscal year to give a preliminary report on the previous fiscal year to the governing board. So the tax settlement, as we have it here for the fiscal year that's just closed, for real and personal property is a total of $1,337,113.82 as of June the 30th. The amounts are include county tax, fire district, school tax, city tax, penalties, and advertising costs. We also had 536 bills that were $2 or less that we wrote off, totaling $528.72. And looking back, this settlement is $109,131.93 less than last year. We had an increase in the tax levy for real and personal property for county dollars only of $636,411, I'm sorry. We finished with a collection percentage rate of 97.54%, which is up from 97.1% last year.
All right. I need a motion to accept the annual tax settlement report and charge the tax collector with collecting the uncollected property taxes.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Motion so carried. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Water projects update. Mr. Mark Turlington, you're up, brother.
Good evening. I've been asked to come and give y'all another update on the water projects. We have got 10 projects and somewhere or another going on now. We've got some that's construction's going on, some that we're in the permitting and design stage, and some of them in the grant stage. First of all, water treatment plant on NC 403, it's near completion. Startup should be in the next 2 weeks. We did try startup Friday, but we were running some problems with some leakage, and all the contractors got to tighten up some bolts and get some things took care of, and hopefully within 2 weeks we can start that up. Midway booster pump and tank, the booster pump and tank were put into service Tuesday, July the 8th. We're still making some minor adjustments on it and making a punch list for the contractor. Hopefully, they'll have everything on the punch list complete, and that project will be complete hopefully by the 28th of this month. Bonnetsville pump, booster pump. The contractor still needs to install the fence, do some electrical work, install the SCADA. We also hope to start that up the 21st per the contractor of this month. Roseboro tank, the Roseboro tank is up and ready to be used. The contractor is supposed to come in the 28th of July to disinfect the tank and hopefully put it in service. Ivanhoe project. Ivanhoe's the smoothest running project I've got right now. The contractor has put in 50% of the main line so far. He's way ahead of schedule. He has 3 crews out there laying pipe, and excellent project. It's kept clean, seated, everything's running smooth with it. The GFL project, which is Lakewood School Road and up around the landfill, they're still in the design and permitting stage. That project should be the next project we put up for bid. Hopefully, it'll be pretty soon. I think the design is probably 95% done. We're waiting on getting the permits cleared. Clement Phase 2, again, design and permitting. They're not as far along on that as the RGFL. Hopefully, by the end of this year, the first of next year, we can bid that project out and start construction on it. Grants, as I told you in the last meeting, we have put in for grants for Old Warsaw Road and Mintz Highway. We're hoping to get them grants, I'm gonna talk positive, by the end of August or 1st of September is when they should be awarding them, from what I understand. Southern Wells, bid opening on the southern well at Taylor's Bridge Highway was supposed to be July the 1st. We only had one bid. So by state statute, we had to advertise that, and we're going to open the bids tomorrow, the 15th. Hopefully by next meeting, I can come and get your approval to accept the bids on this well, which we drastically need. Also, we have got approval to buy water from Dunn to up our capacity, and August the 1st, we plan on turning the valves and getting about 9 million more gallons of water a month from Dunn.
I'm gonna say everyone knows that the reason that we're getting water from the Dunn is to create or have a stronger pressure
Capacity.
rating as far as DEQ's saying that we have to have it with these projects that are in place.
That's correct.
I want everyone to understand that. It is not that we want to buy water from Harnett County or anyone else. I want us to continue to grow to where we do our own projects, and I think we're moving in that direction, but we gotta have to take a few baby steps first.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We have laws or regulations to go by that we've got to have so much capacity and so much pressure to operate our system. And right now, we're about at maximum, but with Dunn, that's going to give us a lot of relief.
Okay, thank you.
And that's all I've got on my updates to my water projects. Any questions?
Just a question on general physical plant. Have you had any major air conditioning failures in the past month?
Yes, we have had a lot. The sheriff's been mighty hot for 2 weeks, but we're working on his air conditioner now, which is a 30-ton unit, which is going to be very, very expensive. But we've got another few smaller systems, but the sheriff's department's the largest system now that we've got down.
That was unexpected failure.
Unexpected, yes.
Y'all got fans, right, Sheriff? You're doing good.
Oh, Mark's
I know.
in-house air conditioning.
Yeah. I got him some small units, portable units, and I guess it's good now, Sheriff. Any more questions?
I don't have a question. I just want to thank you for that update because I got a phone call just before leaving home about Ivanhoe.
She's
You
moving.
got close to their house and turned and went the other way. I said, he's coming, don't worry about it. He'll be there. And I just want them to know tonight that they're gonna get some water too.
Yes, ma'am, they are.
Quicker than they thought, it's moving.
That's
It really
right,
is.
that's right. It was supposed to be finished by December of next year, but if they keep moving, they're gonna get water quicker than that.
Sounds good.
All right, Mr. Turner, I'm gonna ask you to go on with the northern and southern. on
Resolution.
Resolution, yes, sir.
We're going to also be putting a well on the King Road, which is the northern end of the county, and the Taylor's Bridge. We're going to put a test well and production wells. The proposed project aims to expand the public water supply system in Sampson County with the addition of 2 groundwater wells. The primary goal is to increase the capacity of the county water system and the amount of potable water available for county residents. Therefore, providing potable water service to residents with future linear infrastructure upon the completion of the groundwater wells. The phase of the project is only for the drilling and installation of a test well and a production wells, with the next phase of the project encompassing the potential wellhead completion, treatment system, and distribution line. Recommended action is motion to approve the project and adopt a resolution accepting the 2023 Appropriation Act directed projects grant offer of $1,255,000, giving assurance to the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality that conditions or assurance in the award offer will be adhered to, and authorizing County Manager Alan Van to execute any necessary related documents. Let me also say, out of this $1,255,000, it's $6 million. This is just a portion of the $6 million we've got that we're using on this, and that was by the help of Senator Brent Jackson helping us get that $6 million. And now I need your approval to accept this $255,000, excuse me.
Okay,
So moved.
Second.
so moved and seconded. All in favor? Motion so carries. Thank you, sir. Ms. Dana Hall, I'm gonna ask you to come up now and for the food services bid.
Okay. Sampson County solicited bids for food services for the Sampson County Department of Aging, and we're, probably changing that name to Senior Services Nutrition Program on May 27th. The announcement was posted on the county's website and posted on North Carolina Department of Administration for Historically Underutilized Businesses website. On June 5th, bids were received from 2 vendors, Gibbs Management and Diamond Food Enterprises, and then you see the table noted below. Diamond Food Enterprises was the lowest bidder, and so we're asking that, with permission, we enter into contract with Diamond Food Enterprises.
Okay, I accept the motion.
Make a motion that we enter into, agreement with Diamond Foods.
Second.
And seconded, motion. Everyone, motion so carries. Thank you, now.
Me again.
Keep on going. I like the way they got it.
All right. Across the country, July is recognized as National Parks and Recreation Month, and we are going to be recognizing National Parks and Recreation Month here in Sampson County, so I'm going to read the proclamation. Whereas Parks and Recreation is an integral part of communities throughout this country, including Sampson County. And whereas Parks and Recreation promotes health and wellness, improving the physical and mental health of people who live near parks. And whereas Parks and Recreation promotes time spent in nature, which positively impacts mental health by increasing cognitive performance and well-being and alleviating illnesses such as depression, attention deficit disorders, and Alzheimer's. And whereas Parks and Recreation encourages physical activities by providing space for popular sports, hiking trails, swimming pools, and many other activities designed to promote active lifestyles. And whereas Parks and Recreation is leading provider of healthy meals, nutrition services, and education. And whereas Parks and Recreation is essential and adaptable infrastructure that makes our communities resilient in the face of natural disasters and climate change. And whereas Our parks and natural recreation areas ensure the ecological beauty of our community and provide a place for children and adults to connect with nature and recreate outdoors. And whereas the U.S. House of Representatives has designated July as Parks and Recreation Month, and whereas Sampson County recognizes the benefits derived from parks and recreation resources. Now therefore, the Sampson County, North Carolina Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim July 2025 as Parks and Recreation Month in Sampson County. We encourage all residents to celebrate by enjoying our local parks, participating in recreational activities, and recognizing the many benefits these spaces and programs offer our community. And I have my staff here if you guys want to come up and present the proclamation with our staff.
Let's make a motion first to
Yep,
adopt it.
you can. Sorry.
I'm gonna make a motion to adopt a proclamation recognizing July 2025 as Park and Recreation Month in Sampson County.
Second.
In second, motion so carries.
Now, if you.
Now we invite them.
Sorry.
We'll walk around, and if you got your staff here, if y'all will walk around with us. We'll present and get a picture.
Yeah, you go to that side, that's your good side.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know I had a good side. I'm learning a lot. All right. You good? Okay, good.
Thank you.
We appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Okay, I got you, yeah. Juvenile crime prevention. Melissa, it's on you, dear. I think you're up. Says you are the presenter.
Good evening. In February and March 2025, the Sampson County Juvenile Crime Prevention Council Funding Committee met to discuss operational budgets for our JCPC programs. Based on available state funding, a budget for FY 25-26 was created. The attached document presents the Sampson County plan for FY 25-26 in addition to providing detailed information on services being provided. We respectfully recommend that the board accept the Juvenile Crime Prevention Council plan for Sampson County for FY 25-26 as written.
Okay. I'll take a motion to accept that.
Motion to accept the plan as written.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion so carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think this is our walk-on to 4-H. That would be Sheriff Thornton.
No, I'll be glad to
You got
take
it?
that. Yes, sir.
You're the man.
Be glad to. Unless the sheriff would like to come up.
That was quick.
No, the purpose of this budget amendment is the budget funds from two sources of revenue, from the sheriff's office, federal assets and substance abuse funds, to purchase replacement tasers for old tasers that are no longer supported by the manufacturer, a vehicle and equipment for SID, a commercial lawnmower to assist the county with mowing of county property, and lawn maintenance equipment and radio upgrades. So we're just asking for
All right.
a motion to approve.
That's just a budget item, so do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Motion so carries. All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome, and thank you. Miss Wanda, is she here? I missed, oh, she's over there hiding, I'm sorry. You're up there to present for the health director. It's the health operating procedures policy.
Couple procedure updates.
Okay.
My board met on, May, can't remember the date, but, we are here tonight to present a couple of our policies. We had a few changes that we'd like to have approved. If you, the first is our Board of Health operating procedures policy, which does encompass the, county commissioners And if you look on page 85 and 86, you'll see the changes. 85, at the bottom of 85, we've had to add the members, the training and orientation for our county commissioners. We want to make sure that it's in writing and that I, as a county health director, will ensure that our new board members receive their orientation and training, and that there is an annual training that must be done also each year. So that's the piece that needs to be approved, and the motion is to approve the changes in our operating procedures.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the Board of Health Operating Procedure Policies as recommended by the Health Advisory Committee.
Second.
Motion so carries. All right,
Then you want me to continue?
you keep on going, lady.
Okay, the next one is our advisory committee conflict of interest policy. This is correct, does mimic the regular county policy. There are no changes in the policy. We're just asking that you approve the policy as presented. No changes from last year.
So moved.
And second, all in favor? All right,
The next one is our operating procedures policy also. And there are no recommendations, no changes, but we would like to offer a motion to approve the Health Advisory Committee operating procedures as presented.
So moved.
Second.
all in favor? Motion so carries.
The next is we do have some lab codes update. Lab CPT codes were added to the healthcare schedule when ordered by my providers on a lab request from an outside provider. We bill insurances for these services, and patients without insurance do pay us up front. We must add this to our fee schedule so the service is batch over with our monthly batch report to the state. The Health Advisory Committee has reviewed the updates and recommend them for approval.
Make a motion that we approve the lab code fees.
Okay,
Second.
all in favor? Motion so carries.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're on to the Board of Health items. Do we have anyone that's supposed to speak at that, or
Those are just for information
for
only.
information only? That's what I was thinking. And that would be your dangerous dog and Health Advisory Committee minutes, North Carolina data card, and the 2025 Child Health Report card. Okay. Now we're on to the board appointments. Item 7, Vice Chair Eric Pope is not here tonight, and he asked me to entertain our motion of what we did, and Ms. Linda Haight has been recommended to be reappointed to the Sampson Community College. I also understand there's been a lot of talk and chatter about the community college. Just so a footnote from us, and that we take it very seriously, and the direction that things have changed and look to be different. But our appointment came before we had any knowledge of what was going on. We'd already talked to Ms. Haight about this. Ms. Haight is also the vice chair of the school at the community college. She does an excellent job. So moving forward, we might entertain it a little bit different than we have. But right now, my recommendation will be to reappoint Ms. Linda Haight for another term at Sampson County Community College Board of Trustees. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Motion so carries. All right, moving right along to our public comment section. Ms. Elaine F. Hunt.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ms.
My name is Elaine F. Hunt. I reside at 7171 of Warsaw Road, Turkey, North Carolina. Let me say first that we applaud you all for the process and the progress that you have made for Ivanhoe. I appreciate Mr. Turleton's update. He always come before me, so he take away some of my, I won't say glory, but some of the things I would like to say. But it allows us, when we come here, to find out what's going on. Otherwise, we would not know. So don't get discouraged, because we will be coming
I know, I
every
greatly
month,
appreciate
as long as the Lord allow, to get an update on what's going on. And I heard him say that the grants, the result should be at the end of August or the 1st of September. And so we wait, and we wait
I know.
to get the results. And again, since he came before me, I'll conclude by just saying, we thank you for what you're doing, and we will be back.
Good deal. We will welcome you back again, if you were. Thank you. We do not mind being checked up on, I promise you. It's good. All right, that concludes our public comment period for this evening. So at this time, I'm gonna turn it over to our new county manager. I'm gonna say that tonight. That'll be the last time I'll say it, but I will say it tonight.
Okay. I just have a couple things, Mr. Chairman. First of all, this past Thursday, I had the opportunity to attend over at the Sampson County Museum, History Museum. They had a First in Freedom art contest. And it was a very nice event, really good-looking art from both high school students as well as adults. And I was able to meet the executive director, Joel Rose, and the curator, Ruthie Pope, and they were very hospitable, and I got to meet some other people through them, so it was a really good event. So wanted to share something positive with the board. As far as the units you were talking about, Commissioner Crumpler, I actually was planning to discuss that or to make the board aware of the numerous units that, through Mark communicating with me, that have had issue over the last few days. And we actually have 4 significant ones, with the most significant being over at the Law Enforcement Center. And I guess we're in the process of determining what will have to be done. We're being told at the moment that the parts for this unit are obsolete, and you're going to have no choice but to replace the unit. But we did hear the initial sticker shock from only one quote that we've heard thus far was to the tune of $235,000. It's for a 30-ton unit, and I understand there are 4 30-ton units on this building. So we are going to get a second opinion, though, to see, is there anything we can do to help this through, extend it for a period of time or what have you, knowing that this is not a budgeted item. Also, I understand the HHS is having cooling tower issues. Of course, you know the admin conference room has a unit that's down, as well as the co-op building. So all of those are happening simultaneously. So I just wanted to mention that, just to inform the board as well. So, and that's all I have, Mr. Chairman, for now.
Thank you. I'm beginning to think the one in here is down. It's kind of warm here. I don't know if y'all are warm, but I am.
Yeah, I am too.
And I understand you will, this is coming from us, and I guess we're letting the public know also, but you will be out of the office tomorrow morning for a little while?
Oh, my goodness. I'm glad you mentioned that. That did escape me. Yes, sir, I need to be out tomorrow morning. We are doing all of the closing paperwork on our new home. Well, it's not new, it's new to us, but our home here in Sampson County. Yes, sir. So we're very excited about that.
On behalf of the board, we welcome you here to Sampson County, back home where you belong.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Do my fellow commissioners have any other comments or reports?
I'd just like to note that Mid-Carolina Council of Government, the interim director, Samantha, was officially made a permanent director.
Okay.
Back in, I think, May it was when we promoted her from interim. So she's now the permanent director of the Council on Government. That's all I have.
All right, thank you.
I would just like to add to everything else that's been said. I want to thank Ms. Dana for all the work that she's doing in the county on Parks and Rec and senior services, something that we need in this county so terribly bad. And at this time, we're certainly going through a lot of things with the senior services. And I hope that the monies that people give, the monies people donate, will be used to help the seniors and Parks and Recs, but we need those 2 things. And before we joined them together, I didn't even know how closely they were. But they go hand in hand, and I'm glad that they're working together now. Thank you, Ms. Dean.
I think that concludes our business for tonight. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So,
And second, we are adjourned.
thank you.
Enjoy your night, everyone.